Okay, so you can't change lenses when you're recording, but you can change them when you're not. And to keep in mind is it goes to the zoom lens first, and then you can zoom. 250 millimeters. Nice. Hey Priya, how you doing, baby? And then 16 millimeter will take you back out to 48. Okay. Interesting. Problem I'm having is getting it to actually, the C1 button to actually work, right? Alrighty, everybody. We are set up fully here with the Sony. Priya's getting her walk. Actually, not good morning, everybody. Good afternoon, everybody. Yeah. Kurt has not gotten moving here today at all. Come on, Priya, let's go. If you're not doing something, we're moving. We do need to get out of the house, though. So, because I did order. It's been a long time. I ordered my Texas Roadhouse today. Don't know what we're going to get into because it is not very warm outside. It's only supposed to go to 41 with some wind, and it's already noon, which would have been 11 o'clock yesterday. But we'll have a little bit later tonight, so I don't know. We'll see what we get into. I'm not sure if I want to bring my steak home or we go to a park and eat, and we'll see. We'll get into something. But I got the full Sony setup so I can put it in my pocket. Still have my microphones and my handles and everything. And we're going to play around with the 16 and 50 millimeter zoom lenses here on these walks. I'm still on the fence whether or not I want to try to do the side-by-side today or not, because it's just me. It's a little more challenging with these guys. So they have their own little challenge. Keeping an eye on them. So with 50 millimeter, I need to move over just a little bit. So that is kind of cool that I do have that on the Pro camera. Interesting to see. It looks a little darker to me. Of course, I am wearing my sunglasses. So we'll try this out. Alright, and the 16 millimeter. Now, when I tried the controls this morning, if I left the test clips in to begin the video, it didn't want to work at first. It got to the 50 and kind of locked up on me, but now it's working fine. And there's still autofocus. It's tracking her. Object tracking is on because it's following Priya. So, it just looks, now granted I do, like I said, I have polarized sunglasses on right now, so it looks like it might be okay. Might be a little darker than what the native lens is. And just to test the same, yeah, it's way darker than the native lens. Way better lighting for that one. Not sure what f-stop I have going though. I don't have the wrong one on. No, it would be way darker if it was f2. Or is that f4? f4. Alrighty. Got home and got Mateo, because he didn't come down originally, so now we got little man getting him out for his walk. And Priya's coming with us too. So she's getting a double lap. She's a big girl. She can take it. Don't know. Still on the fence of what I want to do here. Well, that snow just seems like it's really just gleaming. I don't know if I have a lot of detail with that, but we'll see. We'll play with it in post. You know, honestly, I'm still fidgeting with clips with this thing. Because when I think I had it right, and I look at it next to when I was doing back and forth with the iPhone, it wasn't quite right. I actually brought things down because I had it too much. I lost too much detail. But, I don't know. It's finicky. It is what it is. I mean, that's one of my points, is it's not just, you know, easy peasy, set it up and go, but oh well. I want to make good quality. So, but I keep going back to it, don't I? So, keep using it. Obviously, it's not horrible. I think the image quality is pretty close. I don't know. It's waiting for Tim to comment on it, but he was busy yesterday, so I don't think he got to watch the two videos back to back to see the iPhone versus it. Yesterday, I went back and forth between the devices in the same day, which kind of makes it a little easier when the clips kind of back to back. Alright, let these guys do their business, and then we'll get out of here and pick up my Texas Roadhouse. And I'm on the fence if I want to bring it home, because it is not very nice outside. Or if we want to take a walk at the airport and, you know, eat out of the car. I don't know, because it's freaking cold out. My hands will be cold. I won't enjoy it as much. So, we'll see. Let's see what we do here. That was my problem. My ISO was not set on auto. I thought it was. Let's go to auto. See, that really makes everything so dark. 400, 500, 640. That's why the snow was so overblown. Huh. So maybe you do need to kind of adjust your ISO a little bit. I don't know. I mean, when it's in auto, it changes, but see, it puts it down to. Now it's dropping all the way down to 100, and it's not moving. That doesn't really make sense to me. It's kind of crazy. I can change it on the while it's recording though. So which looks better, auto, or if I jump it up to 640? That looks better there. But will that work for every lighting situation? And really, you don't want it that high, right? Right now, my shutter speed's at 8,000. White balance is on auto. Well, okay, well, let me test this. I don't want to do a whole lot more. But 640 definitely looks better than 100. So apparently there's actually two different menus on this thing that I never even noticed. So you get your white balance, your shutter, your ISO, your E level, your volume. That's menu 2, and then you get your lens. Which, can you change your lens there? No, you still can't change your lens from there. That's kind of, well, you can't change it while you're recording. Okay, so if you're not recording, you can go into the menu and change your lenses. I think it changed my ISO, but no, it's still at 640. So, there's so many menus on this, and honestly, some of the stuff, I don't even know what it means. I don't know if I have things turned on. I'm not sure I should. And unfortunately, I can't record the camera with audio to show you. Alright, we're going to try to dual record this. I don't know if this is going to work, but this is the only way I'm going to show you. So, you got your menu here. This is, I'm talking about your lens. Once you're not recording, you can change it to 16 and 50. Did not know that, so that's how you can change it. Your iris, your frames per second, slow motion. But then you see that little dim 2 under the green dot there? I can select it. There you go. Get another menu. Unfortunately, I can't access the other menus I want to show you to find out if things should be turned on or turned off. Be interesting to see if this is dual recording like the iPhone does. Alrighty, well, lunch was delicious. Both of them got a little bit of steak and some steak fries. And Daddy got steak, mashed potatoes, steak fries. Got dessert and snack later, fried pickles and cheesecake. Yeah, so we're going to Canfield Lane. Take a quick little lap around here. Looks like he wants to go poop. Which we got a trash can coming up, so that'd be great. I set the ISO back to auto because, you know what? I don't feel like fighting with the second post. I have a feeling if it's locked, it'll go in and out on me. Too difficult to edit, because right now I'm kind of used to editing this. I have to bring up the highlights a little bit. And he's going potty. Well, it definitely does adjust. I pulled it out of my pocket and everything was bright white, so the ISO is changing when it needs to. But here we are. Get a nice little park walk going here. And this will be our outing for the day. Something simple. If they quit wrapping me up, it'll be simple. But they're like literally wrapping around me two different directions. That's awesome. It never fails. It never fails. Come on, Priya, keep moving. So I got a double deuce there. Priya went. So did Mateo. So. Yeah. Okay, I want to test the 16mm quick. I couldn't even hear it that time. Okay, 16mm. How does it look? Granted, the ice is automatic, but you know, with these other lenses, I'm not sure exactly how well it works. But gosh, excuse me. I ate too fast. Now I'm hiccuping. So, what was I gonna say? I don't remember. But I just want to see how this vlogs. In the case, you know, Tim's with me, Mike's with us. You know, we need to kind of have a little wider range for multiple people. It's nice to know I have it. The vlogging screen would actually be kind of beneficial here, but it will not. I don't think it'll magnetize to the ShiftCam thing. It might, because it's around the edges on that. So, I don't know. I'll have to try that sometime. That way, if I wanted to hook the monitor up, but I wouldn't be able to plug it in because I have the microphone's plugged in. So, never mind. I'm not really wearing the right shoes for this trip either. I got my shocks on, so. I hope I don't mess them up. I mean, it's not like they're brand new anyway. You know, it's kind of weird because the histogram, or whatever that's not the histogram. I forget what gram it is, but it's a little guy that shows you when your highlights and your all that stuff is right and wrong. In photo here, it really made me jump the shutter speed to a higher number, but it seems like it's super dark that way. I don't know. So I brought it. I did a couple shots there to get an idea. The very dark one is going to be the one that it was. Everything was kind of like in the center, like they recommend. So okay, trying to get this lap done because it is still cold outside. I just find that fascinating. It's just kind of a cool looking thing there, the way the tree fell across. The one over there, this guy right here, he's got a big X on him, so I don't know if they plan on taking him down. That one looks pretty rotten over there too. So. That was kind of cool. I swiped up and actually got my video camera. Interesting. It's kind of a nice little quick feature. Priya's freaking out because there's people behind us. And she does not like being followed by strangers. So she's kind of having a little freak out moment. Now she's barking at him. Come on, Priya. There's not going to do anything to you. I just got a warning to restart the device. Couldn't start the camera. That's interesting. Never gotten that error before. I'm sure the trick I did. She's acting really weird. I don't think she feels good. She's like all worried about people being behind us, and there's no one here. I know dogs have another sense, but geez. I think hers is on the fritz. Wasn't planning on going down here, but we will. Why not give the Sony a normal walk over here? We're jumping in, Priya. You know how much you love jumping in water. No jumping in. It's not a beautiful day, honestly, but hey, you gotta deal with what you gotta deal with. It's part of life, right? Maybe she's having flashbacks from last time we were over here because she got in trouble for pulling me backwards like a dozen times. She's just very on edge. You on edge, baby girl? What's wrong? What's watching us? Something gonna get us? Huh? Priya? Something gonna get us? She wants to play with her brother now. She's like, I want to protect brother. Come on, Mateo, this way. This way, buddy. Come on. Come on. Come on. Squawk. We'll give the 16mm another beautiful shot here since it's a nice wide angle. When it's summertime, this is a little bit prettier. Obviously, this is not a great day to test. Actually, you know what? On the second hand, it is kind of a good test for how a camera handles, you know, ugly days as well. Alright, well, we came down. Here she goes again. You saw the other picture of her getting in. This dog. Dog, it is like 40 degrees outside and you are standing in the river. You're such a weirdo. Well, I hope you don't get sick from this water again. I think that's doing it. That is actually the Route 15 overlook. I was trying to film it from the other park, which has to be literally right over here is where that farm field must come out. Because right there is the overlook. We're in that corner. That's kind of cool. Do a nice smooth pan for you. There is one thing. I did get my mossy tree that was down again. And I also want to try to get the vines that are hanging that the S23 butchered when we came over here with it. Everything was just black, so I want to see if I can get a good picture with this because of having the adjustments I have. Watching where the hell I'm going so I don't trip. And you know, this just made me think as we're coming down this little hill that they pulled me down. Well, not they, she. These are the branded, this is the exact brand and style of shoes I broke my ankle in. So, yeah. And then did I mind to tell you that my shoe size is an 8, 8.5, and these are 11s. They fit, don't get me wrong, they're tight, they're comfortable. But, yeah, so they're way too big, and they're the same shoe I broke my ankle in 2014, so. Try not to keep that in the back of my mind, but of course it is. It looks like somebody was driving back here too, so that's not helping the situation with the mud. But this was the shot I was trying to get with the S23. The iPhone took it perfect. S23? Yeah, you can't see a thing. So hold on, if Priya would quit pulling me. Stop, Priya. Well, my smart dog has done something really tricky. Mateo, what did you do? Huh? Hey, what did you do? Yeah, you want to go back that way? Come on, come back around this way. Come on. I know you don't know what's going on, but just do it. Just come back around. I don't know why you have to be so obstinate. Okay, well, I tried, as you saw, several different shutter speeds on that to see if I got it. We'll see. Because, honestly, in order to get that looking to center the arc of the contrast, I mean, this sky is just shot. There's no sky. It's just pure white, but that's where it was dead center. It's for highlights and for shadows. So I took, you know, all different ones. Okay, well, now I know why my shoes felt like they were loose. Well, the right one was actually untied. I'm like, ooh, that could have been bad. But we're alive. I mean, it wasn't fully untied. It was just super loose and over to the side of the shoe. One park bench, and it nice to set my shoes up again. That feels better. Alright, we are almost done with our walk, and then we can go home, import, and call it a day. Watch a movie, maybe turn on a NASCAR race, who knows. Since my dumbass didn't cancel YouTube TV in time. So another month of that going, yay. Still not excited about it, but what are you gonna do? So, ooh, what do we got going on over here? Hold on. We have something sprouting here soon. Spring is coming. You saw those flowers I took the other day over by Dawn and Barb's house. Now, hopefully, one of these times will come by and these will be blooming. Another one there. No, we're still in 16 millimeter. But the whole thing wouldn't let me change lenses. I had to crash the app and start it all over again. And it did stay in 16 millimeter even though it was closed out. That's interesting. I wonder if a restart would do anything. Okay, got that back to where it should be. I don't know what it's zooming at right now. It's not aiming at Priya. There, now we're aiming at Priya. Let's have touch focus, so. I had this idea of just leaving the camera on and going along that way. It would be easier. Problem is, the Xperia likes to shut the cameras down after about, I don't know, 10 seconds of inactivity. That's a little longer now. I'm exaggerating, but like I literally just took a picture and I'm already getting a message like a minute later that the camera app is going to close due to inactivity. It's like, it hasn't been that long. So, yes, I am snapping a lot of photos. I think I found in this particular section what we're doing today. Excuse you. 1/1250 is working the best for me, I think, at least to my eyes. Now, granted, I am wearing sunglasses, so I might be screwing up all these shots. But this section here, just take a look. And it's just such a picturesque thing with all the trees, the way they all lean a little different. Seems like every time we come over here, oh, birds, I think the seagulls are flying. I feel like we come over here in the winter more than we come over here in the summer. But, yeah, it's just, I just find it pretty. And, you know, it's fascinating how you get to see the trees and the angles and stuff that they're at, and the different bends from the wind probably over here. They're all curving, the wind coming that way. Would be my guess. So, yeah, it's getting a little muddy. Kind of what my fear was with coming over here. We're not going to take the whole track like we've done in the past. Priya wants to just make her own trails because she's Priya. Well, nice thing is you get a couple different options, because this is actually the Little Sock Lancers running path, I think, for their cross-country team. So you can go that way and go back to the bike trail, or you can cross this brand new bridge, because I think it was pretty bad last time we were out here. I love crossing these little bridges. This one looks a lot neater than the other one. Wish there was some water on it. They got me completely crossed. Guys! Ooh. Okay. Oh, got another one. I'm guessing some trees have probably helped them lose these. Wow. That is a massive sized tree that's broken. Look at this. There's some big trees that are no longer split right in half. That's crazy. This one's leaning pretty hard right at me. Hi, buddy. Don't fall. Yeah, any bridge builders out there that can tell me if you normally make them where they're like kind of twisted to begin with, or if that's just it sank over time. Because that is definitely on an angle. I do apologize. We are running in mono now. One of the microphones, as per usual, has died. Always one of them. I think it's the same one every time. It doesn't last as long. Not sure if that's a normal thing with the Rhodes or not, but it's happened to me multiple times now, and I'm not sure which one's running. It might be the one all the way on the other side, so I'll try to speak up, but I'm going to quit recording now, because, yeah, there's no real point without sound. Tell you what, I killed the microphones, but it just gives you an idea of the power of water running. How it's just eroded that bank like that. That is insane. Looks like a luge course. Now over here they had to resupport this path with stone because it collapsed. First time we came over here, this thing was covered in a lot of bark. Seriously high drainage release pipe. That thing is probably 8 feet off the water right now. That has to be, this whole thing would be flooded if that pipe's getting used. This hole over here is all underwater quite a bit. I mean, you figure you look straight across. I don't know if you can get the pipe in there, but yeah, maybe halfway up that tree over there. Crazy. I didn't say I was interested in coming over here and actually seeing that in action. Well, that's a cool shot too. I'm gonna need to take some more pictures. See if I haven't taken a few already. The other bridge, there it is. Like I said, it's not quite as rustic, being metal, but it's still cool. Kind of neat to find in the woods. Little bridge. As we're walking out, I just happen to kind of see how it kind of jets in here. Look at the erosion here. I'm probably not standing in a safe spot right now, to be completely honest. But just took a picture of that tree. I mean, how is it still even standing, being in water like that off the bank? You can just, I mean, look at the roots. Let me zoom in. The roots just out of the ground, still standing. So I don't know if I ever really mentioned it, but this is where I originally worked for Jersey Shore Steel Fabrication. I think I left there before the vlog started. So, all right, we are on our way. I'm telling you, 2 times. Well, we were getting in the car. It didn't matter the second time, but we went to do that longer path, and there were 2 people coming with 2 big labs, not on leashes. It's frustrating. You go to a public park, your dog is supposed to be on a leash. They're not. People have them not on a leash, and you just don't know what that dog is going to do. You know, Mateo might bark at it, and it might attack him. I don't know. You might think the dog won't do anything, and he might do something. Or someone else might come along, whatever. And then when we were leaving, a couple got out of the car with like a big bulldog and not on a leash. Running around the parking lot. Like, come on, folks. Take some responsibility. Oh, my dog's fine. It doesn't need to be on a leash. Legally, it does. Sorry, just grinds my gears. And that question, I do talk to myself, just in case anybody ever wondered that. And the question to myself was, did I replace the iPhone? Because I have definitely been using the Sony a lot more. And my poor little iPhone. Here's the plate. I don't know what it is about this phone. I really don't. Taking photos, you've got to do more tuning. It's not just snap a photo. It's like kind of sink it in. I'm enjoying that part. If I need to pull out to do like a quick photo, it wouldn't probably be my first choice because of the really. Okay, yeah, you did not have right away, bitch. Wow. I have the right of way and she turns in front of me. Unbelievable. I don't know where people get their licenses. I don't. Anyway, but yeah, I mean, I'm not forcing myself to enjoy the Sony. I'm actually enjoying it on my own. Am I kicking myself from the first time? Not really. Because the updates, I mean, you're in completely 2 OS versions different. Sony has done improvements to it with their updates. It works better. Alrighty guys, I'm going to call it a night quick, but before I do, I just want to say congratulations to Shane and his wife. Their baby girl was born today, so congratulations guys, welcoming your baby into the world, and good luck. I hope I get to meet her eventually. We'll have to make plans. Alright, I will see everybody tomorrow. Thank you for watching, and have a good night.